All right, let's get right into it. We've all heard the big promise, right? AI is going to change everything for content creation. It's supposed to save us time, make our social media brilliant, but there's this massive gap between that dream and the actual messy reality that social media teams are living every single day. And this quote from Hootsuite's head of marketing, Billy Jones, it just hits the nail on the head. The very tools that are meant to keep us on the cutting edge are somehow already a step behind. So why is this happening? What is going on here? Well, a big part of it is this huge disconnect. You've got 64% of senior marketing leaders who believe their AI tools are working with real-time data. But then you go ask the people who are actually using this stuff, the social media managers, and that number drops to just 39%. That's not just a little misunderstanding. That's a fundamental misalignment that's causing some serious headaches. And that brings us to the first major clash, the hype versus the reality. AI was sold to us as this magic bullet for efficiency, but for so many people, it's actually turned into, well, just more work. I mean, just look at this breakdown of a social media manager's week. It's kind of wild. You have 43% of them spending more than 11 hours a week just messing with AI tools. But here's the real kicker. Almost half of them are still spending another 11 plus hours manually hunting for trends. So the AI isn't really replacing the old work, it's just adding a whole new layer of work right on top. So you end up with this workflow paradox. The promise was all about speed and automation, but the reality? It's endless review cycles, it's spending hours on prompt engineering, which, let's be honest, is just the fancy term for trying to beg the AI to finally give you something usable. And then you're doing manual rewrites anyway. It's not saving time, it's just shifting the work around. And why is this happening? Couple of big reasons. First, AI just makes stuff up. It hallucinates facts that sound totally plausible but are completely false. You know, like when Air Canada's Chatbot invented a fake discount policy and a court actually forced the airline to honor it. The tone is all over the place, the messaging misses the mark, and you waste so much time. You're not just editing anymore, you're basically doing damage control. Which brings us to the next massive issue, what I'm calling the AI culture gap. To put it simply, your AI just doesn't get social media. It doesn't understand the speed, the inside jokes, the absolute chaos of it all. And here's the core of it. The AI isn't really thinking. It's not understanding the context or getting the joke. It's a prediction machine. It's just guessing the next word in a sentence based on a giant library of old data. And when culture is moving at the speed of light, that old data just can't keep up. And what you get is copy that might be grammatically perfect, but it's soulless. The AI spits out this generic, boring sentence. But what you need is something with personality, with a spark. You need something that actually connects with a real human being. I mean, seriously, how is an AI ever going to understand a trend called lizard, lizard, lizard? It came from a Pixar teaser. How on earth are you supposed to write a prompt for that? Or what about this one? Dame un grrr. It's the super catchy song from Romania that ended up in more than 10 million TikToks. The context is literally everything, and the AI has zero context. And my absolute favorite, the Ibiza final boss. Just some random British guy on vacation who became a global icon overnight because of how hard he was partying. That kind of spontaneous, weird human moment, an algorithm just can't manufacture that. So you see, AI has these huge cultural blind spots. It doesn't get sarcasm, its knowledge literally just stops on a certain date. And that explains this absolutely wild statistic. Only 28% of social media managers actually trust their AI to know what's happening on social media right now. They know it's flying completely blind. And this is where things take a much more serious turn, because when these trends go viral without any kind of human oversight or common sense, the consequences can go from being a marketing problem to causing real severe harm in the real world. The numbers here are just staggering. In 1 year, there were an estimated 5,000 ER visits that were directly caused by social media challenges. Think about that. Trends like the milk crate challenge weren't just funny videos. They were leading to actual broken bones, concussions, and serious injuries. And I hate to say it, but it gets so much worse. The blackout challenge, which is essentially a choking game, was linked to the deaths of at least 20 kids in just 18 months. And most of them were younger than 13 years old. It's just devastating. And while those challenges spread on their own, the technology to intentionally create viral misinformation is just exploding. The market for deepfake AI is about to cross $1 billion. These are incredibly powerful tools that can be used for fun, sure, but also for really dangerous disinformation. And the harm isn't always physical. Researchers started seeing this thing they called TikTok tics, a phenomenon where teenage girls, after watching hours of videos from creators with Tourette syndrome, started developing tic-like behaviors themselves. It's just a powerful reminder of how deep the psychological impact of this stuff can be. So it's no surprise that all of this has led to a pretty significant legal backlash. You've got wrongful death lawsuits being filed against the platforms themselves. People are getting arrested for viral pranks. And now governments are finally stepping in, pushing for regulations like mandatory labels on AI-generated content to try and create some accountability. Okay, so what do we do? What is the path forward here? How do we stop treating AI like this problem we have to manage and start turning it into a real partner that actually makes our jobs better? I think this quote really frames it up perfectly. Look, the goal here isn't to have AI replace marketers, it's to amplify the best marketers. The people who are going to win in this new era are the ones who figure out how to use these tools with intention, with purpose, and with precision. So how do we fix this mess? Well, the number one biggest mistake people make is letting AI run wild with no human oversight. The solution is actually pretty simple, but it is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to have a human in the loop. You have to fact-check every single thing it spits out. Use AI for a rough first draft, never the final copy. And make a checklist to make sure every piece of content is up to your standards. So let's put together your new Smarter AI Playbook. Rule number 1, never, and I mean never, publish unedited content straight from an AI. Always, always tailor it to your specific audience. Make sure you're baking your unique brand voice into every single prompt. And finally, you gotta track what works and feed those insights right back into your strategy. Which really brings us to the big question you need to ask yourself. Take a really honest look at how you're using these tools. Is your AI a true partner? Something that's actually making your team better, faster, and more creative? Or has it just become another complicated, time-sucking problem that you have to solve every day?